Okay, now we're going to season it with Bearded Butcher's Cajun Blend Spice. I like mine kind of spicy, and this one fills the bill very well. Don't be afraid to put a lot on it. It'll get you a good bark. Cover everything thoroughly. Don't be shy. Now I'm going to use some sweet mesquite and just put a little bit on top of it. It just adds a little bit of another combination of flavor to it. Make sure you tamp everything down real good where it's easy to stick. You want to hand me the cellophane? I'm gonna wrap. Marinate it overnight and then throw it in the smoker tomorrow. Then after we season it overnight, I'm going to put it in the smoker for about 15 hours and bring it up to 200 degrees internally and let it sit there for a long time. That'll break down all the collagen and stuff in the muscles, and it'll be fall apart tender. All that fat in there gonna melt down and keep this brisket extremely tender. Once it reaches the internal temperature of 200 degrees, you wrap it in foil. That way it don't lose any more moisture. It'll come out just as tender. It'll be just as tender as pulled pork. Brisket's actually an amazing cut of meat if you take the time to do it correctly. And you could, if you wanted to get fancy on it, you could take butcher's twine and tie everything together right there where that big seam of fat was cut out and keep everything nice and tight. But for our purposes, it'll be fine. And then put it in the smoker in the morning. First thing I'll do is I'll put a cold smoke on it, which is nothing over 100 degrees for about 3 hours. Then we'll bring it up to temperature and leave it there for about 10 or 12 hours till it's fall apart tender. And there's the product right there. Simple, easy to make, a lot cheaper than what you can buy it at the store for. Now we are starting the cold smoking process. And don't let the smoker get over 100 degrees on the inside. Right now it's at 81. And close the doors and let it smoke for a couple hours. Still 81 degrees inside. After 3 hours of cold smoking. Now the heat's turned on, you can see the firebox starting to put out smoke. I put it at 175 degrees. When it gets up to about 150, I'll turn it up to 200 degrees. And when it reaches 200, I will turn it up to about 250 and maintain it at 200. Oh my goodness. Okay, the time of reckoning. Ah, so tender, so juicy. Look at that. So juicy and tender. Just fall apart in your mouth. Very good brisket, my friends. Very good.